Matt, signing off pre-season with a 3-2 win over Truro. What are your thoughts on the game today?
A lot of good stuff in there, a lot of good stuff, but we would have drawn that game 2-2 if we didn't score in the last minute, and it's an obvious thing to say, but we wouldn't have deserved to draw that game 2-2. But to contradict myself, we would have done, because we conceded 2 poor goals and didn't take our chances. Created enough opportunities, enough sights of their goal to score a lot more than we did. But there's so much good stuff in there. I can't be too hard on the boys, but they've got to understand that moments in football are absolutely everything, and those moments come in both 18-yard boxes. And unfortunately, their 2 goals were too cheap from our point of view. But like I say, we look a good team at times.
Another goal for Matt J today as well. It's a promising pre-season for him.
Yeah, promising pre-season. It all counts from next week onwards, and that's what the centre forwards are known for. That's what they've got to do. Their record's got to keep improving. Ryan the same. I felt Ryan was excellent in the second half in terms of leading the line, but like I said, we got enough sights of that goal in the first half, or even in the first hour, to score more than we did, and threaten that goal on a more consistent basis. And it meant, because we didn't use those moments, we were quite open in terms of counter-attack tonight, certainly through the middle of the pitch. So lots to assess from my point of view, but there's aspects in our play which I'm really pleased with, and other aspects which we need to work on.
And there was a few niggly moments in the game. I suppose the conditions didn't help, but yeah. with that incident with Jack Sparks,
we felt it was a poor tackle at the time. Jack's going to learn. He's a young kid. You can always get your revenge, so to speak, in terms of football, but never do it directly afterwards. You've got to pick your moments in terms of football, because you're up against opposition. You can use your body in any way you can, but that was a poor tackle, which was probably not a fair reflection on the game. There wasn't many of those tackles in the evening, but then, as a young lad Jack is, we got a few of them. He responded poorly, and then all of a sudden he gave a free kick away in the bottom left corner, and they scored off the back of that. So I've just had a quiet word with him. But you have a black notepad as a defender. You note people down who's done something to you, and Jack will get his time.
And obviously you named a strong lineup to start the game. Is that something, looking ahead to the Bristol City game? Do you think you know what you're going to go with next week?
It depends. Look, we've had to take Pearce off early. Obviously took Alex off at half time. Jake Caprice hasn't trained fully this week, neither has Tom Parks, and Nigel's been sick. So there's another 5 or 6 players of a certain quality there to come back into the fold. Hopefully we'll have them fully fit by next weekend. I don't think we will. I think more than likely it's going to be towards the first league game of the season, when they get closer to full fitness. But they've also missed training and game time, which is a really difficult thing in pre-season, because then you've got players at different levels, and some players are trying to play catch up. So I'm pleased with what the players on that pitch did tonight, but as a manager you want all your best players available, and we're going to have to keep working towards that, and make sure any little niggles we've got now are nipped in the bud and everyone's available.
Right, thanks Matt.